Hello, welcome everyone. Whether you're pale and with a bloom effect, purple, normal, non-existent, or hopefully normal, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream.
One person here is dealing with an unfortunate power outage, so they're doing their best, but we appreciate that person, whoever it might be.
I have no other options, but yes.
We still appreciate you for powering through it.
Ha! Powering through it.
I wasn't. That used to make me seem insensitive.
Someone else will have to check the stream. I cannot.
Oh yeah. Okay. He wants to do the Oh, never mind.
I wish to do a little recap of my own of the events of session 17.
Oh.
Back then, Huston, good old Huston, oh I miss that lad, he laid out his map and explained the options. We're going to book passage from Valandria across Twin Lake to Mamelon, or are we going to go by foot? And you decided to go by foot, and you came across two adolescent corvids, a green magpie, who soon introduced herself as Piper, and a blue scrub jay, Dynamo. And they had been working on some experiments. They said they had left their families and friends of the brouhaha because of some ideological differences between what they believed the IDOS processes should be used for and what the common opinion was of those who were privy to the secrets of resonance. Especially Dynamo's father, who she mentioned just once, Pollen Colin, was in the camp of everyone else, all these celebrities and VIPs and academics with all their money and infrastructure. Oh, it's too dangerous. It could change the world. It's just meant for those in the know, and we cannot disseminate the information. And you had worked out a deal with them to maybe supply them with some exusia, some experimental data, and they would help you by testing the process. And it was a lovely working relationship so far. Does that all sound familiar?
Yes, it does. And it didn't sound ominous at all.
This is where I find out that going for the unification is right before or right after they betray us and we can't do resonance anymore.
And we have to fight all of our resonance enhanced items that we gave them.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just say I don't think that's what's happening, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, maybe she'll ask us if we like bananas.
Every time you did something with resonance, they were implanting a animate object spell into it.
Oh no.
Do you guys remember that? I sure do love bananas.
I do not remember that, I'm sorry.
I forget. It was when a powerful fox wizard lady betrayed the party.
She was a bunny.
Oh, right. Something like that.
Who wants to recap?
I would, but we don't have session 77 notes.
I have them on my sheet, though they're kind of bare bones because I think I was like really tired last session.
Would you like me to recap?
Yeah,
How
sure.
about a
Go
DM
ahead.
recap? But just keep it up. You're already on a roll, Tal. Oh, what's up, Nemo?
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
I mean, I could have tried. I just need to remember what the actual starting point was. Cause
That's always the thing.
my head does things chronologically, but not actually at cutoff points.
It's
You
all
had
one
just
big
started
adventure.
delving into Tavares Knoll and the caves within those hills, and S's report had gone off and such.
We started then? Wow. We didn't do much. We don't
yeah.
want to talking.
We talked a lot. Session next.
Yeah, upon entering there, we had a chat with Crim's mother, who, in the exact opposite way of Crim's father, who is very logos-oriented with logic and reason and rules and rigidity. Crim's mother was more pathos, with all the emotion, the freedom, the non-violence, the peace, and finding ways around hurting others. There's a cat on the camera. And then, upon giving more or less the same information we had given So prior, Crim's mother had gone on to say, yeah, okay, I acknowledge that there are some things, but also I don't like hurting people, so bleh. But we had managed to convince her at the very least that It would probably be good to collaborate on some things, and we could probably prove ourselves, so on and so forth. S had shown up as well during that conversation to essentially say that the propaganda machine over at the floating city is really weird. It's basically beaming advertisements in your head, like Futurama style. And it kind of works, but it also doesn't work too well. They were able to put a setback on it by destroying the artifact, or magic item, not even an artifact, just the magic item that has been doing it, which would set them back for like a month before they'd probably get things back online again. So chances are we'll probably have to deal with that in some way, shape, or form, or send someone to do so later.
We trust them.
But for now, it's taken care of.
I, for one, welcome our koi overlords.
Yeah, and then we got the mission briefing for the second mission that we had taken upon ourselves of the abandoned and lost shipwreck, or ship that, not shipwreck, we don't even know if it's a shipwreck, it's just missing. It was not accounted for, and it is probably still out there in the ocean somewhere to have essential items recovered, but it is in Allegiance, sea space, probably heavily underwatch. And basically, if we want to get there, we want to do it stealthily, because if we are spotted, their elites will be upon us very quickly, and that would be a losing scenario for us, and we'd have to either teleport out or somehow not die. So that is a stealth mission. We'll see how Tom manages to make us roll for initiative despite that, and not blow our cover. But before we can even do that, we had a bit of an aside scene in text where we're like, how are we going to do this? What if we tried to go underwater with a submersible machine of some kind? And we had bits of a plan coming together for that, but we need to do some asking around in session to finalize details on how that can be done and what we do about it. I believe that is the essential. Oh, and then right near the end of session, as we were convening to plan things, we were approached by Mr. Crazy Interrogator Man, who makes people go crazy by showing them the beginning of the cosmos, which is something that no mortal was meant to see, except for Crim, who apparently is suddenly enamored by it and is very sad that he can no longer see it again.
Maybe one day.
And he basically said, yeah, I got jumped and killed and lost my powers, and the Good Samaritan spent 300 gold to save my life, or rather revive my life. So that's pretty bad. We asked him the usual questions that we always ask the people who lost their powers of, hey, how do you feel about how you used to be? And he got a little introspective about it, but he wasn't too different in terms of how he felt about himself. Kind of like we just rounded out his edges with the power being taken away, but he still kind of more or less does some would be put on trial for in a different world.
Powers made me mean. Wait, no, I was already mean.
I think he's kind of like the equivalent of the CIA in this world, because he's got some.
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we're 3 for 3 on the evil guys getting revived.
Wait, who's number? Wait, 3 for 3. I know we got the mob and this guy. Oh, right.
Yeah, the general.
Right, the general.
I don't know, the mob probably kind of does an outlier on that. I don't know how many people the mob counts as. Anyway,
yes.
With that, he was like, yeah, okay, also, please don't plane shift too much. It gives us anxiety, and it makes the administrators upset and scared, and it's like tapping on glass. So next time you do it, please say this phrase in between it so we know it's you.
We're already underpaying them, so it's like...
They ask you to report your usual plane shifts at least 3 months in advance to the company.
And yeah, that after he left, and that was it. We were able to reconvene on figuring out what our next steps are.
I think also I may have pronounced the start of the session incorrectly. I think last session was the draconic reincarnation of the
I thought so. I was like, did we have that the session before? All right, I'll just go over that very briefly. Prior to leaving, during our... prior to all the things I just said, before we even arrived at the cave, we were like, hey, we have time. Let's just hop dimensions freely, because we can do that now. We went back to the area that had a population of 3, studied things, and realized, hey, this place has dragons are magnets. So Crim realized that he finally has an opportunity to turn someone into a dragon, and it's actually justified. So he does it to one of the three, reducing the population to 2.
Well,
And then that third dragon is basically a world saver now for that world, who can then just bind the lands back together with draconic magnetism like it's a goddamn creation story. And we'll see where that goes, but we leave with Crim with a clear conscience, and the others with another thing for the cosmos under their belts. And then we head to the cave, and all the other stuff follows.
Alex also did some world building. Get it?
Oh yeah, Alex was the one who initially helped stitch things together before we finally figured out, oh, dragon magnets.
Dragnets. Okay.
Yeah.
Tone shift. I'm announcing every time the music changes, so that
so Cash can feel more. So yeah, I can feel more involved.
Snap's area has a power outage right now, so
I'll try to say it as tonelessly as possible. Okay, we
Thank you,
rewind. You're welcome to the day before the augury that confirmed your path forward, which was performed within 30 minutes prior to what Alex believed, at least as the intended time of departure. So perhaps it's the previous day, or back in the time of vague preparations before any submarine talks. Or, sorry, unusual underwater vessels. I believe there are 2 of you who were interested in doing a bit of resonance of a special variety, yes?
Oh, someone else is doing special unification?
I think.
I think I just proposed it like an hour ago. Does that count?
Oh, you wanted to?
No, that doesn't count.
You wanted to do
Oh,
unification?
Oh yeah, just to get my semi-auto gun.
That's
you do yours first.
That's synthesis. Unification is the soul binding thing.
Ah, right, gotcha.
Okay, I'll let Bigo go first then.
Okay. Oh, I have a gun now. I can shoot.
There you go.
Well, give us a bit more.
It no longer needs to reload.
Okay. Okay.
When
You-
is
you-
good,
You see, instead
shoot the gun.
of the over/under break action pistol design, it's now like a semi-auto. It's got a slide that you pull back.
I was about to say, is it like a Star Wars blaster where it's just always charged, but I guess turning it into a Glock is also cool.
Yeah. No, I'd say it's 1903 hammerless. Anyway.
What are the names of those unauthorized ghetto-style modifications to guns to make them automatic when they're not supposed to be?
Yeah.
Bump
It has a bump. It has a bump stock now, it has that stock that's obviously a stock, but it says it's an arm brace.
Okay.
This is quite a start to the session. I love this.
Okay.
You can see the AR-15 piston hanging off the side. Anyway.
Okay. So once Wade is done with his little thing, Turner's going to approach Dynamo and Piper, and then he'll speak to Go ahead.
You go ahead. Actually, sorry.
All right. He said there's actually something that I wanted to do. However, I wanted to ask first to you two. You were wanting
to.
You had a similar, separation from the family as I did, and I was able to make them see a bit more reason with my own philosophy. I was wondering if you wanted to show them what you have learned as well. I can be your demonstration.
Piper casts a concerned look at Dynamo, whose expression hardens, and Dynamo says, "Nope, no desire. Don't care. Don't care to talk to them, see them again, really. We're doing fine. You and us, we're a great team. We're getting the data. We're doing everything we need to. And they'll come crawling back to us. Right? That's how it works. I read a book about that once."
Well, they wouldn't come crawling back if they don't even know what it is you guys are doing.
Well, our goal is to be famous, to bring knowledge of a safe and effective and reliable set of IDOS processes for anyone to use. They'll see one day. And you can tell that she's really getting worked up and is emotional about this.
I wasn't expecting it to be like that when I had suggested it. But anyway, apologies for overstepping. I just figured at least it'd be an opportunity if you wanted to pursue it. However, I do want to. He kind of takes out the staff, which has been augmented quite a few times already, and says, well, I wish to unify with this.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm not good at those.
Am I within 60 feet?
If Will says you are, sure.
Yeah.
I
Wade
imagine.
disappears.
I imagine Turner would have done this right as Wade was finishing. You can probably also even chime in with with an argument if you want to give me advantage.
Wade just turns to a guy from the room. I agree with that.
Okay. I'm not going to count that as advantage.
Is it always good enough for bardic inspiration?
Well, let's see if I fail first.
Magic.
Okay, I think his persuasion is a flat modifier, so let's see if I get a nat 20. I got a 3.
Plus?
Well,
It's a flat 0 for. I have 10 charisma. You know what?
Sorry,
Screw it. I'll go ahead and use my resolve on my first roll, because this could be a cool character moment here.
Okay.
I got a 2. It's not meant to be, guys.
With bardic inspiration, though, right?
Well, what's?
Fuck yeah. Wade appears for half a second. I agree with that, and then he pops away.
What do I roll, a d10?
Yeah.
Okay, so a 3 plus 8, that's 11.
Oh.
oh.
You could tell let me check her stat. Yeah, you could tell you got through to her a little bit. She's certainly not convinced, but you've got your foot in the door.
We better get a short rest, guys.
But when you say unification, that's awesome. Yeah, give us 30 minutes to review our theory.
You know what?
Yeah, I mean, just get us prepared. Maybe your whole group should be here, for safety, just in case.
Nemo?
Yeah, this is somewhat relevant, but I think I had mentioned prior that Crim was also planning on the unification stuff for a few sessions now.
Oh, I thought you already did it.
No,
Okay.
It is not done.
Okay.
The flavor for that was deferred multiple times. And I think the idea was that Crim was kind of going to be the experiment dummy for this, to make sure it actually works.
I see. Well then,
I forget what the actual decision was on that from there.
Do you want to say Crim was also there? Because I'm sure Turner and Crim are vaguely aware of each other's plans and could have coordinated.
Yeah, if that's the case, Crim would listen and is like, oh, you too, right. Last I checked with their notes, they were a little nervous. Have you worked out some issues with that?
They're already conversing. One of them frowns, the other frowns. And Piper says, I think the main problem is we're going to need a lot of juice. We might not have sufficient exusia to power this process. I know some people who probably would have some. She looks at Dynamo, who again gets that hard expression.
is it someone that we might, all three of us, know? Dragon's excluded from this company.
Piper puts a wing hand on the small of Dynamo's back, and Dynamo says, "Yeah, I think you probably know him, Turner."
What was his father's name, or her father's name again?
Colin. I'll write it up.
Do this person's first and last names rhyme?
She nods, and then just looks like she wants to leave the conversation.
Okay, well, I do hate to do this, but then if that is the case, Wade, we might need you to be more than just a little bit agreeable.
Alright, gotcha.
I'm gonna need your help.
Alright, so the crux of this debate is getting them to agree with essentially going to corporate for this exusia, yes?
Yeah, we need to convince her father to work with us here.
Gotcha. So, out of curiosity from my perspective, what specific part of this process needs it to be part of yourself? Can it not be a separate item? Is it for tactical advantage?
Well,
That's a question for them.
if we're able to unify with this, it'll allow us to. We won't need the item to gain the benefits of it. I won't have to hold this staff every time I want to think a little harder, or or wrap a web around someone. And it'll also open yourself up to more attuning with more equipment.
Fair enough.
For me, it's a little more sentimental, I guess, but I feel that the more and more I get stronger in this body, as much as I like it, it's really good. It saved my life and gave me a better one in a lot of ways. There's still a part of me that I feel I shouldn't totally abandon what I used to be anymore, and if I unify with this thing, he holds up the giant dragon's claw that has been essentially refashioned into a staff. If I unify with this, it'll guarantee that my background won't go away. It's already got the little bird call stuff I can do in there. It's got some of the nature stuff I used to like looking out at from my window. And of course, it's my source of spellcasting. I don't want to ever abandon that. What better way to keep it with me than to have it in my soul, you know?
I can respect that. Seems quite permanent and quite flavorful.
Well, if there's ever a point where I just become entirely dragon, so to speak, that'll always be with me to keep me grounded. Just in case.
Makes sense. I'm not sure this will be our first option, but if we need exusia for this process, need I remind, and we don't have the highest opinion of who we need to get it from, need I remind you all that we just completed probably the biggest heist of the century about a couple of days ago.
We did. That'd be pretty good for us to talk about.
As in, is that still on the cards to get this exusia?
Why don't you go to Stemroot or somewhere else and just take some? Solved.
Oh, I thought you meant that'd be good. Credit for things. Socially, since we did do that non-violently for the most part. We didn't kill any Bosians. Those ones were already dead, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, right.
And you've already established, Crim, that it's more or less involuntary borrowing in the most literal sense. I suppose we could try for something similar.
That's true, but we plan to return those parts, so I don't think we can return the exusia. We could always just ask. We could try asking.
Who's asking who? What?
It's Dynamo. Go ahead, Noah.
No, that's it. Crim doesn't know.
Okay, it's Dynamo whose dad is,
yes.
right? Okay. Dynamo, I believe me, I understand how difficult it is to go back and face them, even when you've at least proven yourself right. This is what you need to prove your theory correct.
There's a happy ending, I think, for our work and your guys' work through us. I don't care that it is done right now, but if you guys need this stuff right now for all the wonderful things you guys do. I guess our feathers are pinioned. She says that more confidently. She says some bird expression. Then I can go talk to them. See if they got any.
I mean, if you'd like to, we could try and assist. If nothing else, making big organizational changes and changing those philosophies has been the major pain in our butt, our behinds, for the past few months now, but I'd like to think we've been making decent progress on that. If we can change 3 of them who've been at each other's throats for God knows how long, surely this can't be too big of a jump to try.
At least 2 so far.
Yes.
I think they'll flip if you just show up and say you know all about it and you've already been doing these things for a while. I mean, it's supposed to be secretive. That's what they believe in. I better go talk to them first.
Well, if it's any reassurance, this eclectic bunch here, he kind of points to the rest of the party. They made it a lot easier for me.
Well, she turns to Piper. You'll come with me? Piper nods and says, of course.
And make sure to note, if God knows how many innocent souls your abilities and modifications have allowed us to save, I'm sure all of us being among that group.
Yeah. Maybe come by in like an hour and should be ready for you then. And if not, you can show off all your cool things and talk about how you saving the world with them.
Well, we do need to speak with them anyway about a completely separate matter. So, I suppose just call us over once you need us to join.
Okay.
And for no reason in particular, Wade gives like a little side bump to Alex's shoulder, and his gaze seems locked onto her for some reason.
To
Piper's or Dynamo's?
Yeah. Dan was the one with the father, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was asking to like give us an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
And for no other reason, as he's looking at her, he's bumping to Alex's side.
I see, yeah.
between them, Wade.
I don't know what he's alluding to here.
Guidance.
You know,
Oh, okay.
check his mind.
No,
Oh, I thought you were saying turn into wild shape and follow her and...
Oh.
We all have completely different ideas.
I can settle the score. It was the mind reading that was the idea.
Oh.
I also thought that one particularly, and my response still stands.
Yeah, it works for all of them. Between
Yeah,
them.
if you wait, just remember, God, we're gonna get betrayed.
Yeah, guidance only lasts a minute, so that wouldn't really even do much here.
All right. Dynamo says, yeah, to give them 45 minutes, an hour. She steals herself, gathers up all her gear, dusts off, cover some backup, already filled up scientific journals and stuff. Or what do you call that? Like lab journals, anyway. And
Lab
marches
books.
off to other parts of
I think they're all just called journals.
the knoll. Half an hour passes. And another half an hour passes. And another half an hour passes, and they do not return.
Should we, it's been double the time at this point. Should we check, how they're doing?
Hoping
Yeah.
to split the cost.
At the very least, we have the alibi that we need to ask for an engineer's help. So why don't we make our way over there regardless?
Understood. If we're getting a rest, I could sending them, but we can also just come in person.
Let's just go.
Alrighty.
All right. You're all going on foot there with your weapons drawn? Just kidding.
No, we got
Yeah.
bag of holdings, bitch. We don't.
Technically speaking, Crim always has his weapon drawn, but yeah.
Yeah, with Cashmere, yeah.
And also, the most powerful person in this universe is the guy with a fucking stick who can like destroy worlds.
I just had a mental image of someone like holding a bag of holding, and then everyone reaches in and like pulls out various weapons.
All right, so to disarm, Turner will pull out his brain.
Oh, God.
Tone shift.
Oh, God.
I did
Oh
snap.
no. I'm still here, don't worry.
Their caravan is a lot smaller than when you last saw it. It's late afternoon. Light is shining through that canyon between the two hills of Tavares Knoll like a knife through butter. And just past the line of shadow, in the large caves of the hillside and in relative darkness, there's a collection of unpackaged wagons sitting away from any walls to be accessible. There's only a quarter, maybe a third of the number of wagons and people here that you saw of the full brouhaha previously in your adventures. People look, acknowledge your presence from ground or above. There's some in concert folks who seem to be mixing as well here, but it's hard to tell without any uniforms and with some amount of all species welcome in the brouhaha. You can't spot Dynamo and Piper or anyone else familiar on the fringes.
Yeah. You guys have told Wade about the submarine idea? Or no?
We should focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Kyle?
Was
Has
that
that happened yet? Has that happened yet?
We haven't talked to them about the sub thing yet, no?
Yeah, this is the day before.
Gotcha. All right.
That was the day before. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
We can start asking around, see how kind these folks are. Do you want to take the lead, Turner?
I suppose I at least have a foot in the door here.
Yeah, I'll be here to agree with everything you say.
Just
And I'll be here too. For emotional support.
Both are
Just call me
appreciated.
Call me the sycophant.
He glances competitively at Cash before quickly digging through one of his go-to messages, and he quickly puts on his emotional support message.
Cashmere gives him like the two finger, like, I'm watching you.
And I appreciate your stoic support as well, Alex. Turner. Alright, yeah, he'll kind of just ask around. First person, he'll go to Syrah, and then his grandmother, and then give
Right.
give the usual pleasantries. Probably gets pulled into another hug or something like that. Then asks if she's seen Piper and Dynamo.
People recognize all of you, it seems, but Turner most of all, and there's some like callbacks to what you did regarding SHL. You're greeted certainly more warmly than that time. You find your grandmother, Syrah. She's currently working on some poultice, something alchemical that is particularly pungent, probably to Wade and Cash. Or I guess, Alex, I don't know. How do salamanders work?
Do they have good noses? That's a good question.
I'm not sure.
We quickly find directions from her, Turner, to find the house wagon that Colin uses, where surely you'd find Dynamo and Piper. And you do find them. The house wagon is reminiscent of your guys' wagon. The rear door is hanging by one hinge. There's a shattered vase on the rocky ground. The summer flowers it was keeping are spilled and slowly dying. And it's quiet around here. Piper's there, standing, her hands clasped behind her back, a little ways away from the wagon itself, and she gives you a tight smile of greeting. You see Dynamo on the stairs leading up to that rear door, like huffing and puffing. And you see outside the wagon all her gear, all those strange circuits and like train track-like things with the tubes where the lights glow. It's all set up as if it was recently giving a demonstration. And on the far side of it, you see a cluster of 3 other corvids. The one in the middle catches your eyes. He is taller, a gaunt crow. His feathers are all stained with this bright yellow colored substance, and there's all these drawstring pouches all about his person. He looks tired, in a different sort of tiredness than Dynamo, and he looks pensive, as do his companions. And they each notice your arrival, but the silence persists.
I'm guessing the crow is Mr. Pauline.
Paul and Colin, yes, you recognize him.
Hello, Dynamo, Pauline.
Dino gives you a nod. Paul and Colin steps forward a little bit, noticeably like rounding, giving a wide berth to the apparatus in the middle that takes up some like 15 feet diameter. Hello. Turner, I suppose. Welcome. Sorry we're in the middle of something. What can I do for you?
Apologies for intruding. Family matters a bit unusual for most of us, as you know.
These matters are only incidentally related to our shared lineage. You don't need to involve yourself.
King Turner kind of looks over to Dynamo. How is she looking right now?
Roll an insight check.
He might tag Cashmere.
You want me to do an insight check?
He'll go. Yeah, I guess he'll kind of like maybe hands behind his back, kind of just like point to him, kind of like as he's covering his, like he's like scratching his beak, say, how's she?
Give me 1 sec. I have no physical dice this time.
Oh right.
Wade is looking away because this equipment showcase reminds you way too much of fucking work.
Oh,
Okay, let's see here.
gosh, that's a good thing. I did it.
I just had a training session.
Oh, that's a 19. Okay, that's
On the die? That's a
yeah,
good roll.
So plus 14. Yeah, that's 33 in total.
Oof.
33. She has recently drawn herself up emotionally and been knocked down. You sense that she is full of pride that is being tested right now, and that's the only thing that's keeping her here. And you can make out the tear stains on her face.
Cashmere nudges Turner back and whispers, I think she needs you to cheer her up.
Okay. I just want to say, well, I appreciate you using my proper, well, my chosen name. But with all due respect, everything that she is doing has everything to do with us. We've worked out this partnership together, and it has been mutually beneficial for all of us. And we wouldn't be, whether you want to call us the Wanted Five or five idiots in this world trying to fight the system, or even by our SHL titles. We have them to thank for helping us get that far.
How exactly was she helping you? I thought she... He looks like worried. Like battle? Little inventions? What?
We resonated with each other.
He looks at you insightfully. And his feathers kind of puff out around his head and neck. And he looks at all of you for like confirmation that this isn't just a pun, an unintended pun.
Yeah, we pulls a pistol, gives a little spin, then she holsters it again.
Crim
Cashmere
smiles
just raises his
nervously
eyebrow.
whilst... Oh, go Snap.
Cashmere just raises his eyebrows, like waggles them at him.
Crim just smiles nervously. He's still kind of like planting the flowers down and using his staff to like give them some revitalization in the ground since the vase is now broken.
Alex just meets his gaze, almost challenging him to make some sort of accusation.
He's a thin fellow getting up there in years, and even though his Posture's a bit low. He just stares like dead eye from under his brow at you, Alex. And he does indeed respond. You all mean to say you are using the Eidos processes to assist in your personal equipment? Maybe the weapons you use, or things you've brought to bear against agents? Well, I could think of no one more deserving in this day and age should such processes to be used for the greater good. We're here with in concert after all. This is a grave mistake. A grave one. Dynamo, Piper, how dare you?
With all due respect, sir, I mean, we've been using this equipment, of course, but with it, we've been able to make grand strategic benefits and saved a good number of lives in this struggle against those who would control and take what you have, what you've made. Surely you can see the benefit of being the inventor, the proprietor, the owner, or the sharing in the rights of the tools that helped a small group save bows once again.
Oh, no. First off, brief history lesson to you all. Where was it? Alright, after the last war, both suffered Nicky breaks. Wanted to keep it, as you say, proprietary, private. There was ownership. It went to the keepers of Karifi, the Seekers, some other people, some groups, budding research centers, bought it out, fine. But then someone leaked all that information a few years ago to some people in the brouhaha. It came to me to become the leader of safeguarding such processes among the brouhaha. What you are doing is not going to keep it proprietary, private, safeguarded. It's going to give it to everyone. They'll find out. Do the ends justify that?
I would argue they do.
Yeah,
But
I think so too.
You know, some
keep
very
in mind,
good for Alex.
You got
just because somebody knows about the process doesn't necessarily mean they can use it, though. Only certain individuals are able to really benefit from it.
And
a glimmer of curiosity in his eyes, but he says nothing.
And if we're sharing history lessons, there were some dragons who were very like-minded with you about magic and the arcane specifically, and they also wanted to keep all of their knowledge contained and given only to the right people until some disagreements, and then eventually some drifted off and created the Agama Observatory, and allowed that knowledge to be spread to those who were both worthy and proven trustworthy of developing that knowledge. If that leak, if that divergence hadn't happened, well, I'd probably, maybe some would see it as a boon, but I would still probably be here.
You're referring to famous Nate's brother Rian and his scroll magic categorization project, huh?
Indeed.
Perhaps it's a good thing that sorcery is better understood and taught in such institutions. Sure. But the Eidos processes... Looks at Alex. It's true, maybe not everyone can use them. We don't know why or how. Looks briefly at Dynamo and Piper and then back to you. It's fundamentally different. The potency... Everyone has the tools to make things of their dreams. Whether they're good or evil, helpful, or would break down society.
And that's different than magic?
Well, people who can wield magic are not very common. We don't know how common those are who can summon this resonance from their being. I'm not sure, to be honest. Still risky. We don't know. That's the problem.
I'm sure you have seen much of our exploits as the Hunted Five. In our adventures, as you can call them, to save those and stop those who do take all of this, we have had to explain much of our power to those who questioned it. But I say this in the best way, Piper and Dynamo, as much as your equipment has helped us, it has never been your power that we've had to justify, that we've had to give our word that we can control. It has been this, as Wade gives like a half-second thought, and then he just like runs forward, gives a little snap, and then just appears behind him.
Wait, you're not
Oh. Okay. Okay.
If we can control these time powers, and if these are all the people see when they look at us, I can't imagine it'll be too difficult to keep the equipment that we have, these other gifts hidden, contained, because when people look at us, these time powers are all they see.
Dynamo and Piper are kind of at the fringe of the light now, watching this conversation. Paul and Cully looks a little aghast at what was clearly a time-related thing that just happened. Just a couple murmurs from his two companions for a moment. That's certainly are powerful people. I hope all they see is time powers and maybe the fancy equipment you have, and don't think how it got that way, how it is that you can manifest such incredible powers from the items you carry. Because if they research you too much, if they try and steal from you, or when the history books write of your modus operandi, and they find out things aren't adding up. There weren't places that were, well, I suppose now vaults have been robbed, but before that, they will want to know how. They will search for answers. Everyone wants power. You know this.
And who say that it isn't a time power, all that we've gained? These abilities that appeared out of nowhere, it's incredibly easy to justify. We can say anything is a time power. And you have my word, sir. In my bibliography, I will write down that it was. Because history is written by those who can write it. And tell their story.
Well, I don't necessarily know if I agree with your idea there, Wade, because, well, the fundamental difference between resonance and magic and time powers, we really need a better name for these. Resonance is, well, mostly it is all but internal. Yes, there are ways to augment it and enhance it, however, but most of it comes from yourself. It comes from your own struggles and your own achievements.
Well, then it is quite convenient that the issue that brought this up is our attempts to make it internal.
Wait, the cat's out of the bag, then, he says, sort of half smile at you, Wade. And you can win and explain nothing of resonance, nothing of these processes. Keep it hidden from the public eye as much as you can. I think that's reasonable. I think that's fine to use this power you have to accomplish the good ends you seek without as much collateral damage as what Dynamo and Piper would want. And if you can all agree to that, I don't think there'll be any problems.
Well, I mean, sure, whatever, but you know what my opinion on all this is? Cashmere's like looking at it with crossed arms, like,
What?
Great tell.
I just think you're being really incurious. Because, you know, imagine if this all gets out to the public and everyone knows about it. Don't you think that there will be some people that take this power, this technology, and create a better world with it? What if that's possible?
Turner, you have lived in this society, so you probably know what the reaction is the instant Cashmere says the word incurious. He like scowls.
Yeah,
and his
I was
feathers
thinking-
puffing up.
I was thinking that too. Like, wow, you're telling one of them that they're that was like
even, like, a
attacking
couple-
them their principles.
Look at distant
It's a
heads
good
from people who
angle,
can't
though.
hear the conversation. Like, did I just hear a very offensive word? And then they like go back to what they're doing.
Turner's not offended, but he's actually impressed.
Curious. We've thought long and hard about what this would do. I think it's too dangerous. Alex?
You know, Alex gives a look at Wade. There's something that I think a few of us have noticed about the problems that we tend to face. Shared with the Outclassed invasion, it's happening now. It seems to me like things tend to go wrong when there is an imbalance of power. Some people have it, and most people don't.
Which
Resonance has the potential to serve as an equalizer. If it's something that's more broadly known, more people have the ability to protect themselves, to stand up for others. Instead of hoarding it among a small few. That's how it's more likely to get abused.
At this, Crim finally also perks up a little now that he's finished with the flower bed that he's made of the fallen flowers from the vase. Yeah, one thing that I've kind of noticed as well is, well, if it already got leaked once, sure, it took, 70 years for that to actually come to pass or whatever,
I
but...
believe about 50.
Yeah, about 50 years. Just think about... Yeah, that's a really good run, but eventually, if it got leaked to a very lucky set of people at first, with you guys being careful about it, but if other people discover it, such as, Crim kind of glances at Cash, thinking back to the other incidents of
bee.
resonance that we have seen, if it's too concentrated and it's not too well studied, someone with ill intentions will get the upper hand, and if the rest of the world's not prepared, if it's not studied, if good people can't disseminate that information, and they just shunned it away as something too dangerous, well, kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it?
No. I don't think so, but he
No.
doesn't sound as sure as he did before.
Alright, well, hang on, let me find my notes. Crim kind of tiredly goes into his notes as he gets his journal entries about the encounter with Cash's folks and their abuse of resonance that nearly killed them.
Oh
Were they using
yeah.
resonance? What did they do?
Yeah, they were
exactly?
using resonance for the fight against his dad.
Remember the
stepdad.
powered machines on the corners of the map?
Yeah, I think that was
made them
Exusia
get all
powered,
glowy and
though.
Yeah.
T-posy?
Which is the power that we need for resonance.
Yeah.
So it was a potent fuel source that was doing a magical effect. It wasn't technically the, resonance or the
Tal,
Eidos
that's
processes.
splitting hairs. It's very much resonance adjacent.
Splitting
in terms
hairs.
of the tech used.
Oh,
Ugh.
Exusia is a source of power that can be used for resonance, but I guess it could be used for other things. We haven't seen that very
It gave
much.
them unique special effects that eclipsed resonance powers. That's basically resonance, isn't it?
I suppose you could
In
say
practice, it is utilizing Exusia in a way that is contrary to how the Brouhaha would want it to be used.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
are probably
can make that
the most
argument.
Yeah.
well-versed. So with
They're
that
very
in mind,
intrinsically tied regardless.
yeah. So
'Cause
with
I
that
think-
in mind, Crim shares some notes about this power source already being abused, and if the world's not ready for how to counter or utilize it for good,
Yeah.
then bad people, bad actors will basically get the upper hand because they do not have such moral qualms with holding back on its potential. And Crim hands it over, saying, it's already being abused. Maybe not as resonance, but pretty darn close.
Yeah.
And if you hold this close to your hearts, and then once these time powers are gone, which we hope to do, by the way, once these time powers are gone and resonance tyrants pop up instead, all you'll have is the ability to pat yourself on the back saying you didn't do it.
They look at your notes and there's some sad expressions, some anger. They're like, one of them's even like, yeah, I heard about that in the news, yeah. Or I read about it, they say. There needs to be, when this is becoming more of a problem, when it is more like, there needs to be the task force, there needs to be oversight so that it doesn't happen. If we just let it out to everyone in the world, sure, it will equalize things, it will make the tables even level for everyone. But that's too much power for everyone. It shows that we'll all be destroyed.
It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can take it slow. We're just saying that right now, you're too afraid to look. You got people right now who are eager, and very careful, might I add, on how they experiment, log, and study resonance. We have strong people who have already been trusted with powers that we probably shouldn't have, but regardless kind of have to hang on to them. The time powers, I'm talking about the time powers, that have a good track record of not abusing power. It's a perfect opportunity to just get more data for when that time does come.
I don't see how careful processes now and having everyone see what you're doing is going to prevent disaster in the future. People won't care what knowledge we have. They'll just see the results and mimic it on their own.
An anomaly popped into this world and we weren't prepared for it. You can't guarantee that nothing is ever going to happen to this world. The tragedies that have befallen Bose were all entirely from things outside of our control, outside of our world. We didn't need magic, we didn't need exusia for the scatter to occur. But they're being used to fix it. And let's look at our own namesake. They were no. All of our, not theirs. He kind of points to his friends. Ours, the Brouhaha. We were named after instruments of war, were we not? Because like the Brouhaha were like the cannons, right?
No.
Oh, they weren't. I thought those were you called those Brouhahas.
I don't think
Unless I
so. But you would know that they are based off the definition of the word. Just lots of chaotic noise and activity.
Oh, I might be misremembering here, but I thought they were also called Brouhahas.
Maybe they were, but I don't think Brouhaha were named after the cannons.
Okay, well, fine then.
Same point applies.
Okay. Sometimes we need to match force with force.
What do you two think? Would you... This is not some meeting we were planning for. It is something that she and her and now you all visited on us. Give us a moment, please.
All the time you need.
And as they turn away and go to a different wagon, I would like someone to roll a persuasion check with a +7.
Jeez, I wonder who it's going to be.
+7. Hal just
+7.
quietly tallying. That's a good point. That's a good point. +1.
So that makes my modifier +24.
Is also a very high DC because this man very previously fervently believed that this should not be known.
That's true.
All right.
Can
Beat a
I
DC
give
35, Bugle. I believe in you.
Can I give Wade advantage by helping him? Also.
I'll
I
say
do
not
have
in this
persuasion.
case, since you all
Okay.
Or I'll
This
help
is
you to get the +7.
Do you want to use your
Roll.
Resolve Bugle?
Yeah, I'll burn it on this. Why not? Good luck. 34.
You can probably use Guidance.
Just because Wade is the one making the roll, you're all contributing in your own ways, so I don't think
Yeah, that's
guidance
fair.
is not.
That's fair. That's fair.
We're high level, but still, it's fucking 34.
34. Okay. In the meantime, Dynamo and Piper stand by your side and just quietly thank you.
There's kind of
If only Cole was here, so he could
Yeah.
inspire.
I think it'd be the same rule as like Guidance, but yeah, Taryn just kind of puts a wing on Dino's shoulder and just nods.
What the hell was in that showcase?
Tone shift. Roll for initiative. Just kidding.
Wow.
Paul and Colin returns and looks like he's walking on eggshells. Folds his wings behind his back. There's a lot that will need to be done. And I hope, after you achieve your ends, we talk about how the Eidos processes and what resonance is are properly and formally shared with the world, if ever. And I hope that some of you come to see Wade's idea of all bibliography and don't look too closely. It'll probably be safest. But you have some good points, and Dynamo will work with you. Our knowledge is yours. The greater good.
It's only fair that we respect your wishes, at least while the circumstances are as they are. And, well, prep is good. And honestly, it's probably a bad idea to introduce resonance to the world while we're still recovering the time power stuff. Recovering. We're still dealing with it. Let's not have two things in the way. Good idea.
Yes.
At least have
Literal
Nature.
armor race is going on right now. I don't need to add fuel to that fire.
Well, it's ironic that coming to you to utilize this unification power is, but how powerful it'll make it is the best thing we possibly could do to actually keep this hidden, make it more internal and useful. Yeah, but for all the bloodshed of this conflict, you are ironically quite lucky that I think by the end of this, you'll never have a boss that is more responsible, more aware of the consequences of unchecked power, and with more people who've seen it firsthand and are willing to apply the discipline to use it responsibly. It's paved in a river of blood, but I think it's good timing.
Some crow laughs at your
Good
joke and
timing.
some nods of agreement.
I don't think there's ever good timing for rivers of blood, but yeah, I get what you mean.
One of the crows says, when you're hungry. And there's like some not in polite company glares at her.
Please, Turner just kind of like looks back to that person and says, "Please don't set us back to the pre-uplifting days."
She goes, ah, 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 like a old witch. And then she stabs you and drinks from your river of blood.
Oh my
But then
god.
undoes that with
No.
her time power.
She regains 44 plus 4 HP.
Turner's blood is very valuable after all. Right. Let me look at one thing here. Soul. What's it called? No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Thank God, I thought we were going to steal this.
Don't
Hey, Turner, want to burn a bridge?
They kind of tentatively rejoin the proper intimate conversational distance, and they start talking about resonance. There's some going and comings, and let me grab my notebook and this, and they start talking. And from these brouhaha people, they pull out like binders of information and knowledge with a lot of like large-scale institutional experimentation that occurred in 2, 3, 4 years ago, like different sorts of applications of resonance compared to what you guys have been doing. Like, oh, how can I improve this equipment to cut harder or do this thing better? This is more like weirder applications you might not have even conceived of.
So you're telling me the Song of Bows could make their own magic items as privileged fucks?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes, they used all the resonance on it all the time. It's very disheartening. Anyway, sorry. Okay. They would also... How do I word this? They would share their thoughts on what resonance really is. And that is the outer layer of a creature's soul that has been affected by magic items. So there's actually soul energy of a sort that is being manipulated, which is why it's so intrinsically tied to one person and why it's like to that person in the item, and it kind of just, you break it and it just goes to each person's soul. And they believe that resonators, as a callback to what you were saying, Doc, yes, particularly unusual sentient beings who are powerful enough, who sort of gain life experience in the proximity of magical items, that is how resonance is accrued. That kind of outer layer of the soul buffers and just keeps buffering. And for most people, it just stays as part of the soul, but these processes let you spool it out and use it. So when an item is disenchanted, that blue fog that comes away, the resonance, is actually the soul pieces of every resonator that traveled with it, and it will return to each of their souls. So breaking the item is like unlocking the cage. Or so they believe. Makes sense?
And do they have a reason why they think it like varies person by person? Why some people can like be around magic items and get a bunch of resonance while others can't?
They still don't know. But they know you have to be a sentient being and you have to be someone who's like unusual. You've had some accomplishments in your life. You're not ordinary. But they are kind of sheepish as they explain this because they don't really understand and it sounds silly.
Cal, remind me to tell you about a certain Japanese folklore later on, because you're gonna get a kick out of it.
Okay. Yeah, but the Chamber of Eidos is what originally captured and manipulated that substance, which went invisible and unknowable throughout Bosa's history. And they have some theories about if resonance itself can be changed or made to do other things besides magical item interaction itself. Like, if this is really pieces of someone's soul, what else can it do? Although, so far they've only been able to extrapolate things to, like, the unification level. But they wonder if there's more. And they can't help but wondering, too, if it has something to do with these time powers. Or if these time powers could somehow do something interesting with resonance.
Ooh.
But they've had little opportunity to explore that avenue.
Chamber of Eidos still exists in Creefy? It's still around?
He would say... Well, technically it was under the ownership of Nicky Breaks. Then the government. We don't really know. Perhaps it was broken down, or maybe it's some secret museum.
Yeah, and for all the Creefy is right now, the core allegiance is the government.
Yes.
At least in that city, so perhaps in time. God forbid.
Well, Dynamo says, well, should we try the unification now?
Yeah, Crim, I guess, do we
had all that talk?
Do we flip a coin?
Better off rolling a die.
Crim looks nervous now. He's thinking about all this stuff that was talked about. He's like,
If it's
do this? Yeah, I guess I do want to do this.
actually, if it's
For the purpose of study and science. Besides, I've already risked my soul once, kind of.
it's out of character, Nemo, how much like were you wanting Crim to be like the first subject?
The only thing that I really think makes sense for Crim to be the first is that the whole thing with the side effect of flowers popping up where he is and on his horn was meant to be like a side effect of, resonance okay, but there was a slight thing we need to adjust.
Okay. So Turner would probably just make the case of, well, if anyone should be the one to be the proof of concept for these people.
And Paul and Con would say they have done very low-level unification already, but Piper and Dynamo have not through their means that they've sort of jerry-rigged from stolen knowledge.
Crim nods and says, well, if you think it'd be good to have you be the demo, sure. I'll just make sure things are okay with mine for a second. He starts double-checking his staff just in case.
I think you've also taken enough hits for all of us.
Actually, yeah, that does remind me. How draining is the unification process? Because between the two of us, I'm pretty sure my body can take more abuse.
Punkon's about to respond, and then Dynamo dives into that gap and just starts explaining her perspective, and they all listen, and she stares at him academically, what do you think of my proposal? And he responds, and then they converse, and he's got kind of a smile of pride, but also a frown of, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Are you skipping my thing? And then he replies, we think it shouldn't be physically draining. Spiritually, you will feel different.
Okay. Probably just fine then. I think soul-wise, we're probably the same strength, so...
Well, I'm ready whenever you are, Dynamo.
Okay. She nods and, gets it all set up anew, flips some levers. Pollen Colin fetches a tiny vial that he keeps under the shadows of his wing as he approaches furtively. And
Turner takes off his hat and just slaps it on Cashmere and says, hold this for me.
You got it.
And at Dynamo's direction, some little thing is done, and then gas disseminates, and there's a test run of neon light. And eventually they are ready for you and nod and ask you to step into the soon-to-be levitating and rotating rings along with the item you wish to unify with, and to not have any other magic items on your person.
Okay. Yeah, Turner will set everything aside, including his watch, just in case, and he will hand over. Let me get the actual. Well, it has a bit of a more complicated name now, like the Zolfrine Swamp Silp Scepter. Yeah. It's all sorts of things. It's an amalgamation. Then he holds it, and then does he need to hand it over to someone, or does he just need to hold it?
No, you just gotta have it with you in the circle.
He'll be holding it like a walking stick as he steps under the rings.
We probably should have decided. Well, I guess we could figure it out in post between sessions. Let me write that down.
Like flavor stuff, or how it's going to manifest on him?
Yeah, appearance and how it manifests, and the action economy and all that. I'll jot that down. 1 sec.
Okay.
Is it going to be unique per? Is it going to be a case by case per unification?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be part crow, part spider, part cat.
Oh no.
Okay.
Because Zolfrine was that cat thing, and the Swamp Silk came from the spider people.
There's a great whirring and buzzing, and Wade's fur is standing on end, and the grass itself is trembling. You feel something deep inside you, Turner, coming to life. You feel like that. Normally when you spend resonance, it goes outward to the item or whatever, but this time it's just kind of churning within you. There's a strong link between you and the staff. Energy just lifts you into the air. And for a moment you can all see Turner. It's like X-ray vision. You can see him, but you also see this colorless and also colorful substance that's most dense at his solar plexus, but also networking out like neurons or like rivers from high above to all of his extremities in his head. And you see that one of the new river kind of forms to the item, which in turn reaches out to him, and they connect. And you're all buzzing and tingling, and then blinding light, flash of energy, a couple fuses explode, there's a couple sparks, and Dynamo runs over to fix that, but at this point the process is over. You still have the staff, but you sense there's no more magic at all within it. For it all is all within you. And are there any changes we might expect as well?
God, I should have thought more about that part of stuff. I'm also open to, hey, what do you guys think would be a cool idea here? But something involving maybe webbing or something like that. I can't imagine like what Zilfrine would manifest on him.
How about spiders permanently crawling on you?
Awesome.
He has like the Spider-Man comics where he has like little like wingsuit web things like between his armpits.
God.
Well, let's not make any rash decisions right now. Maybe we revisit this later, because this is permanent.
Yeah.
He's more machine now than bird. Wade actually says that.
Turner just kind of like will hand the staff over to the closest person to him, and he's gonna kind of look to Wade and just kind of like point at him. And he's going to basically just he'd never done this before because you ended up getting your freaking flying mount, but he's gonna cast spider climb on you just from his person now instead of the staff.
Oh, nice. For a second, Wade like flinches as if he thinks you're gonna like put a charm spell on him or something, but then. I feel like thanks. I feel like I've boundless energy enough to walk on walls as he finds a nearby caravan, and he starts to. It's like into the Spider-Verse, where like he's like having this conversation with you, like with his legs just on the side. And so, how do you feel, Turner?
Hey.
Different?
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, you feel this strange ability within you, which I shall put in Foundry. You are unified. That is a feature of your character now, forever.
Please put it in the Discord too, so I can see it.
Sounds good.
Unified. You may summon or dismiss any or all unified magic items and/or their magic. While dismissed, the items and/or their magic are unformed within your soul.
Neat.
Oh, he can just choose to make himself a little bit dumber at any point if he wants to. Since one of the effects of the scepter was giving him a permanent +2 to his intelligence.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dynamo's like, yes, after you do that test, and she jumps up and down, and Piper's like also getting into it a little bit, but much more serenely. And she says, thanks.
No, thank you. I wish I could somehow manifest your energy after all that, but that's more of a personal thing. Crim, whatever happened to me, I hope that didn't scare you off.
Oh, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, this looks just fine. Crim thinks for a moment. You said, keep all magic items away from. It'll probably be fine.
Do you need to vomit?
What?
Well, I think I'll be fine. It's just, what does my whole thing with absorbing magic count as for that?
You absorb yourself.
She raises a feather. Or a finger.
Now that I think about it, you could probably
I'm sure it'll be
study
fine.
that for magic absorption and resonance, can't you?
Like,
I'll make some notes for it.
yeah, thanks, Grim. One sec.
No, just the
Piper, can you come over here?
OOC. It just occurred to me that Crim's magic absorption, while not exactly the same, might be adjacent to unification for study purposes. Kind of like how you use mice to study like human test subject stuff. Might be worth looking into. I see in universe.
We gives a little side eye to Alex. I'm a bit ignorant to your ways, but does this violate anything?
He's like the least druidy druid in terms of that.
Did you just microaggression a druid?
Just curious.
Just curious.
Alex seems genuinely confused by this question.
Like, as in, how much we'll lose ourselves, like, becoming part of what we use.
Hey, I'm doing this specifically not to lose myself.
Oh, I
True.
thought you were talking about the spider climb thing.
For Turner as well, like, be taking an object and... Is there some text for that, or no?
Are we breaking? Well, I don't think shamans really use text too much, but I don't think Alex has been enforcing the laws of nature on us too much.
Fair enough.
Rules of nature. Murdoch's been
I mean,
unified with
Murdoch!
cuteness.
I don't think I remember any of my studies talking about this being a good or bad thing. Lots of magic has to do with the soul to
Okay.
begin with, so you know.
Sacrifices we make. All right.
Well, Dynamo and Piper return shortly after, and some insightful ones among you might say their confidence has dipped a little bit at Crim's concern, but they say they're ready, and the same process occurs to Crim. This time there aren't any fuses broken after some quick adjustments, and you all can see the same sort of like thing that is within Crim. It just looks a little different from Turner's.
Crim, you're about to blow up!
Hmm.
So it's just
Different.
more inside you.
So what's
What
the
makes it
difference?
seem a little different?
Well, your soul, I think, has already been altered.
Oh, so it just looks a little different from the draconification. Understood.
Yes.
You
And
see
then-
a pentagram in there, it's upside down and on fire.
The screams of the damned, kill me! No, just kidding. And then as the light fades and all that energy is spent on you, what do we see?
As the energy fades and everything settles in, the changes aren't immediately obvious until Crim moves. And you notice that the iridescence that he kind of always had going on is now like, even to the most ambient of... You know how when you look at a cat's eyes in the dark and you can kind of see the glow?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what's going on with his scales now, so as far as I'm concerned, his stealth is definitely -1 forever.
Glowy.
And since it's not immediately active, but I'm just going to say that for the purpose of it just happening, it's active. His horns have taken on this fossilized tree-looking appearance now. Instead of his normal white horns, it's more like wood that had become
Petrified
stone.
wood.
Yeah, petrified wood, so to
Ah.
speak. And
Cool.
as he's kind of feeling around the inside of his self in the way that is familiar to him, because he already has the whole magic absorption thing, but this one feels deeper, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, hang on. And then he kind of like channels that magic a little bit. He's like, oh, whoa, that's different. That's different. That's something's happening. And Crim can't quite see it, but on top of both of his horns, a few daisies just sprout. Did something
Awesome.
change? Something changed. I feel different.
If Sofami can see this.
You're like some kind of magical dragon. That came out a lot
Well, I mean,
stupider.
I've always been a bit magical.
You're not like turning into a plant or something, are you?
No, I feel pretty... Wait, let me check something. And then Crim kind of
Yes, you feel very
digs
pretty, I'm
his
sure.
claws into the soil. I mean, it feels a little nice, but not nicer than it usually does. And then as Crim raises his paw, there's a daisy there. Uh-oh.
Do you suddenly feel a set of arbitrary guidelines you have to follow?
Arbitrary guidelines. Look, my sets of rules for when to do things is not arbitrary. I have notes for that.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
I
God for
promise
your
you, Doc, it is not intentional. I guess they're just archetypes I enjoy.
As Dynamo and Piper celebrate the success, and Paul and Call and the others look on with some interest, as well as perhaps some onlookers from other parts of this public place. They start to share some notes, write down some data, ask you and Turner some questions, and I think we have to go to a break.
Yay.
Oh, break. Yay.
Break time
Okay.
with Murdoch.
All right, we'll
Good
see you all
boy.
soon.
Welcome back to
Well,
Brouhaha.
Boo ha ha ha.
Sort of some chatter
just
and some...
finished up.
Hmm?
Oh, go. I thought I was doing recap.
Okay. Finish that. As you are leaving, heading back to work on your plans for the next day, you see... Go ahead.
Last question. That's all right. We've asked them. There's one last question for you before we take our leave. Nikki Breaks. Do you all know where she was buried?
Wade, what are you doing? Are you really trying to... He just shakes his head.
Okay, call it mundane, and even anticlimactic, but perhaps we should start bringing back the folks who are actually heroes.
Well, I think there's... Go ahead.
Beagle, do you think she has a burial place?
Let's see.
Can I have turn
I assume.
Simon?
Go on.
Well, wasn't
Yeah,
she...
yeah.
Didn't she perish in some type of accident or explosion in her own workshop or lab?
Yeah, so there might not be enough of her to recover, but all those other characters, heroes in the play that we made, if any of them have died, we can bring them back.
Wait, I think nearly half a century. I think she's long since moved on.
Well, no, if they all have, then if they truly are heroes.
Not all of them. I at least know the Jackal's still in this world, but
I suppose if you went to those spirits and asked them the question of, there's another crisis, can you help? Do you want to help? I mean, I'm sure that many would say that they've already done their time, but one doesn't save the world on that philosophy of it's not my problem. Just a thought.
God, knowing what I know, what does that say?
Dynamo says, "Hey, you could do that. That's pretty amazing and also terrifying. I mean, that was decades ago. Didn't they all retire? And I don't know if they were still heroes when they died or almost died.
Well, for the sake of bows, I hope some of them died early.
You should try it. That'd be really cool."
Dying early?
Oh yeah, they'd be pretty old.
I
50
tried a few
years
times,
since
didn't they?
they'd done the thing.
Does it restore them to their full prime and stuff?
I think at the stage where they did die. Give me.
That'd be kind of awkward.
Although I think I have a thing for that, but anyways.
Okay.
You see, we bring them back, then we kill. No, we give them a simulacrum, which lets them go to a younger body, kill them, and then but that'll take about 120 days. Sorry. All right, sorry, son. Thank you for indulging me on this. All right.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, all right. Let's get moving then.
And as you're chatting about the horrific and wonderful implications of that, leaving the brouhaha, you see a
Hang on.
person. What?
I just need to remark that is the ultimate form of Bugle's minion mancy when he just fucking summons a prior PC.
Tiny servant, you've been replaced by this level 20 artificer.
That's how I switch characters.
Oh god. Alright, I'm sorry. Please continue, Tal.
That is a good avenue you've opened to. Anyway, You see one of many Bruja that Turner recognizes at least as Wainwright. She's currently working on what looks like a prosthetic upper limb for a certain one-armed chipmunk with a large hammer, although currently the hammer is absent. The victim or benefactor, beneficient of this process, the chipmunk, is in this like chair facing away from you guys as you pass outside this wagon with all these like crab-like arms and implements like focused on this one point, the shoulder joint.
I think beneficiary.
Beneficiary, yeah. Wainwright, however, can see you, and she like does a double take. She's currently chatting with a raven man, Kellen. He also notices you, does like a low caw of greeting, and then turns back to her like you all don't matter at all.
But is that chipmunk familiar though?
Yeah, it's Etch, the woman from the battlefield.
Turner will still approach then and say, I see you've managed to find your way here.
To who?
Etch.
Oh, okay. She tries to turn, and then Wainwright puts a hand. Don't move. You can't move when there's... We talked about this. Hello, Turner. And that's just...
Apologies.
Tries to like move her eyes and is like, "Hi there. Hi again."
Turner will just move to the other side, so he doesn't. So she doesn't have to move.
They greet you all. Kellen takes a few steps back, just crosses his arms, like, hurry up and say what you're gonna say, and then leave.
Oh, I'm glad that you managed to find your way here, and you're given your, was it you said medical leave?
Yeah, yeah, totally got that medical leave. Thanks for your help. Glad to be here. Really, you guys really set me up. It's Bruja people are amazing. And Wainwright pats her on the shoulder.
Okay, and kind of then looks over to Kellen. I see you're still around.
Yeah, I'm still around. We're having a great conversation. We've already had a conversation. Is there another one we're going to have?
We were just in passing on our way back to our wagon. Though we will still be in the area for at least the next few days, I imagine.
Well, good. It's work for my team. Huh. Don't forget that powerful phrase to insert. Appreciate your cooperation.
I understand. We'll probably be working at some point in the future when things settle down here, so I suppose I'll have to keep that in memory.
See that you do. Alright. Well, if you two are catching him, fine. I'll step away, right? Be back.
Well, I had nothing else, really.
And he still walks away, like he doesn't care to be corrected.
Crim kind of tilts his head, the flowers on his horns kind of bob with it to make it even more pronounced now. Huh. He doesn't say much else, but he just kind of tilts his head and glances down. Guys, I don't think I can turn this off. There's now a flower next to him.
Well, I suppose I think you'll just have to figure that one out, Crim. Maybe a little more exusia.
I want to worry about boys running out of oxygen anytime soon.
Oh, and I suppose while we're here, Wainwright, these are my companions. Wainwright is what you, I guess, could say is my mother.
Oh,
Mother figure.
Well, mother.
Yeah. I am a mother hen to many of those around here. Sorry you caught me all during an important procedure, but it's nice to meet you all. Let's talk more sometime.
You're a fine lad. You should be proud.
yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Cashmere?
Snap?
Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he just said, yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Uh,
Turner,
about
you've
a-
met Kellen?
We ran into him at that party. I imagine you would have heard about it.
Oh, yeah. He was catching me up. It's nice to do some catching up with the state of the world and all. I think he's the one who made your egg with me.
What? Excuse me?
And then at that, Crim kind
we
of
went to a daycare and they found this egg.
at that, Crim brings his head back. Saying, "Oh, that's why." He bobs. The flowers bob.
What?
No big deal. He's very nice once you get to know him. He has to put on certain pretenses for intimidating the bad people, I'm sure. His line of work is very scary.
Okay.
So that makes Kellen your dad, huh?
I thought my
Oh, we
dad
didn't-
was an asshole.
Alright, swats you with a screwdriver, like gently.
We have to stay together. We're the only ones with good parents.
As long as they stop fighting.
Okay, I suppose that's one curiosity of my life solved. Nice seeing you again, Wingwright.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You know, we're about nurture around here over nature, and he wasn't around very much. But like I said, he's very nice. I'll see
Yeah,
you
well,
around
what-
too.
Once you get past all the torture, yes, I suppose. Take care.
The apple has fallen far from the tree. I wonder, we'll be like fucking Star Wars. Like Kellen's gonna be like secretly like, Cashmere's boyfriend's uncle or something.
Oh no.
God, I hope not.
Oh no!
Amazing.
I am your brothers, cousins, uncles, fathers, chickens, dogs, roommates.
Twice removed.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Turner's just kind of like not really looking at anyone as they walk home. He a bit maybe the life that he kind of had from all that is just a bit less present.
Family. Well, with any luck, we will not have to call on the Bruja's fantastic ability to make creations anytime soon. At least I hope not.
About
I
that.
think
Damn it!
as Turner's walking away, Cashmere will casually but quickly catch up to him.
Casually.
Like what? He comes right on his right to his side, and it's just like, you know, I know how it feels.
Holy fuck.
Yes,
Take resolve.
yes, I suppose in a sense we are kindred spirits, are we not?
Yeah. You get over it.
You get over it. Oh, where the fuck is that?
Minor tone change.
Yeah, no kidding.
You don't happen to have therapists in Neighborview, do you? That you spoke to?
Me, a therapist?
Oh
Who do you
right,
think
you
I am?
oh right, you had an uncle. I probably
Yeah.
have one of those around here somewhere.
Do you have like a stepdad, do you think? Or how many of those do you have, actually? That's a good question.
Take your pick. Anyone who's probably about 20, 30 years older or more.
Maybe one of them's rich. Who knows?
You're the rich nephew.
Well, I think at this point I'm the rich one, but whatever. We have a ship to find.
We do.
Meanwhile, my cat just jumped on top of my door.
Nice.
Nice.
Parkour.
Is he still your father if he's died?
Yes?
Breaks the bonds.
I don't. Turner looks like he really wants to say something, but he just but he realizes that might be a bit too far.
Either the father or the child that's the disappointment. That's what we all have in common.
Well, that's a great way to look at things. I'm gonna think about how to break this to my parents, actually. I am noticing that I think I can use timekeeping with these. Crim glances at the second flower that had appeared next to him.
Well, that eventful day wraps up.
I hope like someday we'll be going through a desert. How did they track us? How did they find where we went?
That is actually a concern, and it's probably going to contribute to group stealth checks on why he's a -1 now.
And I'm sure eventually you could learn to turn it off.
There is a way, technically. He just has to not be touching the ground.
I wonder if it gets suppressed under Pass Without Trace.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be so funny. Invisible flowers.
And after a lovely night's sleep, a text scene occurs, and it's the morning, and the augury happens, and then comes the thoughts of this submersible idea. What is your plan for exploring that?
Gotta go back.
Do we have to?
I mean, I think we have the spell work to do without, but I'll listen to your suggestions for this mission, this semi-submersible.
Well, we're gonna need someone who
The
is.
first thing we need to do is maybe we could ask in concert if they have any intel on where something like this would be close to
Procure.
Yes, Barrow.
Yeah, probably stem root. As far as a wager.
That's pretty far. It doesn't even matter anymore.
Well,
Too much
no need to speculate. Why don't we just go back
Go back.
to either the in concert or the brouhaha. One of them's got to know something. Let's start with in
They'd
concert.
probably be happy to hear about that. Good idea. Anyway, I'm gonna. I'll be back. And then Crim heads to his supply area, and he's like, "This is probably the right thing to do now. It's kind of like handling your preening my feathers, right?" He's watering his horns with his flask.
Do you dig a hole, put water in it, and then just dunk a horn in each one?
No, it's just a little drizzle, like a shower.
It's like we're making some kind of submersible airship.
Alright, who are you going to ask?
Who should be? For the purpose of intel, it's either going to be the specific knowledge of the brouhaha, because maybe they just know where this stuff is due to their special interests, or it would be in concert, who would have more broad knowledge of where basically anything of note probably is for the places that they have touched. What do you think would be more useful to go to first?
Turner would say, let's go to
I
in
imagine
concert and ask.
not in concert. The brouhaha might have a better shot at something accurate, and if they don't, we can fall back on in concert.
I mean, they're literally right next door, so I figure I might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we ask them like, hey, can you give us a commission? Or we got the money.
So the brouhaha people?
Yeah.
Or
Seems
okay.
like they could either know where one is or give an estimate on being able to make one, and if neither of those are possible, we fall back to the in concert folks to see, do they know where we can acquire one?
Do you have any items vaguely adjacent to a submarine that we can resonance it into a whole thing?
No.
I have this bubble that works underwater. Okay. Someone
Have
roll
an
invest.
apparatus of Qualash.
Yeah. Someone must make an investigation check who leads the questioning. Who might know? How would I find someone who would know? How would they get them to tell me? Investigation.
Turner's
Your
going to be noticeably
investigation?
less.
Well,
Turner's going to be significantly less involved right now.
oh, wow, awkward. Okay, Crim has the investigation, and in terms of research, this is basically Crim's bread and butter now I think about it, because researching primary and secondary sources was quite literally a life and death situation for him at a point, so this will be right up his alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sec to verify
Yeah.
my bonus, yeah, it is still that.
By the way, Snap, you're doing okay in terms of... You're-
Well, it passed 12 a.m. and the site was saying, we don't have a time for this now. So it's
Oh,
like,
yay.
okay, thanks, dude.
Damn, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and
if you're going to
the
get
truck
going.
left,
Continue.
so we'll see.
Oh,
We'll
there's
see.
the folks left? Damn, alright.
I still have plenty of power, so it's not a big deal.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It is less than an hour, just shy of an hour left, and I rolled an 8 on the die. So if a 23 is not sufficient,
Cashmere help?
I will resolve
Since
to
he's
do a
got-
Yeah,
higher
I can
number.
help. I can help, yes.
Oh, never mind.
Kaja knows what the word is on the street.
Yeah, he's got some
The
street
word on the
knowledge.
He's picking
street
up the
is
slack for
19
Turner here.
plus 15.
34.
Oh. Is 34
Thank
the
you
final
for the
result?
advantage. What?
34, yeah.
What's the
19
final
plus
result?
15.
34. 19 plus 15.
Okay. Well, that will
Thank
cut
you,
to
Snap.
the
Thank
chase.
you, Cash.
Yeah, geez. Okay, so asking around the Bruja. Let me pull up one thing in that case here.
They take us to the U.S. Navy nuclear labs.
I've got one in my pocket. No. You speak to a elderly raven woman named Jewelry Freak. And she
Okay.
Right? She owns a restaurant.
tells you what?
Sorry. You finished first. I
okay.
have a stupid thought after.
She tells you she has a cousin's friend named Batog who actually was working on the sort of strange vessel you described, like a vehicle that would work underwater, some kind of submersible boat. And that project, last she heard, had started some months ago in Sandswent.
Oh, that's not too far.
Seems
Which
like a
for
reasonable
those-
place to start it.
There.
That too.
It's that city on the edge of the Sandswent Inlet, Snap, for if you can't see, that's east of where you all are right now.
It's basically like directly east of us. Probably, if we were to go on foot, based on prior things, it'd be like 4 days travel or so, if we went on foot. Which we probably aren't, but, you know.
We have our next
that's
destination
certainly
then?
a lead. We can just go with that then, and probably pay a lot of money to borrow it and stuff. Hopefully they're...
We could also walk 2,200 steps, but it would be really awkward and
You might get popped.
Let's just hope that they're agreeable with this one. After all, it's not violence, it's just recovering what was lost. In fact, we're trying to avoid violence this time, so they should be happy to help. Assuming they follow the same philosophy.
Consider motivation to us that if we can't get this semi-submersible working, we'll have to like turn ourselves into fish. It'll cause use a lot of arcane energy and.
Into fish? Well, at least they still have scales.
I wonder if we can get killed by just like the bends in D&D.
I don't know. If
You
the
have to
fish
go
a
pretty
problem.
damn deep for that to be relevant.
Yeah, if you go a vertical distance greater than 20 feet in one round, you take so and so damage.
Yeah.
Necrotic damage, I guess.
Yeah.
Bludgeoning,
But-
actually.
By the way, reverse bludgeoning. My stupid thought. Will, has it ever occurred to you that the naming system of the brouhaha is basically cutie marks?
I don't know what that is.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
It's
It's
the shit
really
on the
not
back.
necessary.
Go ahead and do it after session.
Just be a
That
bro.
comic with
Come on.
that comic with the McDonald's cutie mark. Have you guys seen it?
All right, planning Sandswent.
Yeah, so we're heading east to Sandswent. What's our do we have a means of going there easily? We can probably do the air thing or the tree. Do they have trees? Sandswent have trees.
There's trees.
The question is, has Alex been there?
Yeah,
I
that's also
presume so.
important.
I would allow you to roll for it. A D100.
Oh,
I'd say if you get 75 or higher, then you've been there.
I like the idea that Tel has like an overlay map that has a radial expansion from Alex's homeland, and the
Yeah.
D100 is like for each segment away for the likelihood of him having
Yeah.
visited it.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Old
So we can't use
sevens.
tree option this time. We
Well-
can after. So we only have air or foot this time then, because teleport is not a good idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't use teleport, but I think we have enough. Yeah, it's not super far away, so please stop doing that. Whoever's doing it.
Oh, sorry.
It was me.
32
No,
is
along.
250 miles. So yeah, this is less than 250 miles. It's about 3/4 of that.
So we go with the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Fortunately, I
Riding
didn't
wind.
anticipate needing that today, so I don't have it ready. We'll have to
Well, I
go
imagine.
the first day on foot.
Well, I also just can imagine that, like, you know, this is all during like our planning phase as we're getting, as we're like, you know, coordinating, figuring out, okay, do we want to try to bring someone with us to help us procure this? Like some, like I said, we might need an engineer with us, someone who can actually control it.
Well, unfortunately, it would have to be the next day because that's when the augury was cast that made you guys decide, okay, we're definitely going to try and do the ocean mission.
This is the day after the augury, right?
I didn't think so,
Not
but
yet.
we could say it was if you want.
Well, if it's the day of the augury, then I don't have the rank 6 slot to cast it.
Okay.
yeah.
We'll have to. We'll go on foot. Anyway, what's the travel distance from with all our fast wagon stuff?
Let's see.
Well,
Not travel. Travel
30,
time.
32 feet on the map is 250 miles, and it's about 24 feet from where we are to Sandswent. So
Wait,
roughly
where are
three.
we right now?
So how many miles is it? Let's see.
Yeah, there we go. We're not in that blue dot, Will.
Oh, we're not. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, so significantly less actually.
Yeah,
It's
we're even
125
closer.
miles away, 4.5 days travel by wagon in these gentle lands.
Could we really quickly go around back to the Brouhaha and ask if anybody has any items from Sandswent?
Oh,
You could, yep.
Well, keep in mind
Sounds
that
all-
we don't. If we just suddenly appear into Sandswent, we don't know where we're gonna wind up. We might appear out like in the open, and we're like holy shit, they just teleported in here.
Well, we could like make ourselves invisible or something else to like, or
it's
just
fine.
like
Crim will wear his message that says he's an emotional support dragon, and it'll be all okay.
Mm-hmm.
so.
So yeah. And
Is there anybody?
I would also kind of rather have teleport as an escape as opposed to an entrance.
Don't you also teleport?
Yeah, but like, you know, 6th level spell to get in there, and then Dokoslav is 7th level.
I gotcha. All right. In that case, if I'm fine with waiting.
But I guess I should also ask Doc what he thinks on that too. I don't want to just take
Yeah,
ownership of
I'm
his.
fine. I was kind of assuming the plan is we head out for one day on wagon or whatever, or do something here if there's anything to do, and then go there the next day.
Sounds good to me. Oh.
Works for me.
Okay. Then take this time if you wish to change spells for potential submarine mission in the Sandswent, which is a coastal and underwater city. One of the biggest in the world.
When you guys keep water breathing, we need it.
Got it.
Alex, may I have a scale?
Question to
From
Tal.
where? Want me to turn into something with scales?
Wait, what does I guess telemeters, they don't have scales? What are their
No.
bodies made of? Oh, sorry, what are their
That's
bodies?
true.
What would their bodies have?
You got yucky skin.
Like what could
Yeah,
you know,
it's like
what could be procured from him, like a
They're like
hair
frogs.
or like, you know.
Alex pulls it out. All right, so you need to measure weight.
I guess because of his. I guess he could just like give Herder a finger or something.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Oh,
You can regrow.
God.
Sorry. Okay, let me try to redo Turner's approach here.
Why you
Alex,
so much water?
Alex,
Just
would you?
Alex is like, yeah, here, I'll figure.
Alex, you don't necessarily have any scales or fur or anything or feathers. I want to have like in our back pocket if we need to give someone else the ability to swim like you do to assist you in case we need Crim as a secondary. Well, I suppose it's not demeaning for Crim, but a mule.
What do you need?
Let me look at the actual wording of the spell.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I
Yeah,
remember this
I know what
spell.
he's
It's
doing,
really
too.
cool.
What's the name of the spell again?
Oh, fuck me.
Anthropication?
It might be that one.
No, that was for objects.
No.
It's the
No,
thing where
it-
you give a
he's-
racial
he's
trait to
correct,
another
he's correct.
person, right?
Yeah.
How is it?
Yeah, I need something from your body that I could incorporate into a spell that'll give one of your species traits. Normally,
well,
I'd give a feather.
Maybe a small vial of blood?
Alex pulls out a dagger and just chops off his finger.
What are you?
Ah,
What?
God.
Oh, right, you can just do that. Okay.
Does he like?
About that
Does he
part.
suffer pain from that, or is he just like very
I'm
used
sure
to
he-
doing this?
I'm sure he does. It's like the tip of it or something. He's like grabbing it a little bit. Here.
I'll get a
It's like he was trying to chop carrots and he missed it. Oh.
It's probably more dulled for him just because there's less of an evolutionary worry of
Oh.
permanently losing a fingertip.
Okay. Turner kind of like will just kind of looks away for a quick moment. It says, Alex, please. I know I've seen a lot of experiments, but please give a warning. Next time you're going to dismember yourself, and he grabs a
Oh,
vial.
right. You don't do this, do you?
No, he kind of like just
You know
this Alex, this is what I do. He just plucks off a feather.
No,
can't do
I
that,
mean,
do
you
you?
don't regenerate.
Yes, I do
Well,
regenerate these.
I mean, we've recovered from some pretty nasty injuries before, just for what it's worth.
Okay.
But I don't know how much of that is my
Alright.
magical body.
He holds it. He holds a vial and just like lets Alex slide the finger in, and he'll
God.
tap it.
It makes a slimy sound on the way down. No.
There must be like a very powerful spell that we need that for somewhere. Like some 7th level spells, the finger of a
The
axolotl.
finger of a salamander.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
I'm
thank
taking,
you.
I'm taking freedom movement. I don't need that shit.
Well, unless you're planning to carry the wag or to carry whatever we're going to be finding, I'm not too concerned about you, Wade.
I can also get my horse's swim
Oh.
speed.
Alright, if
by
we
the-
could zoom out for a bit. Just any other preparations so we can get some more stuff done this session?
I had a small question, Tal.
Uh-huh.
I think I asked this before, but I forget. The planet that Bose is on, is it of similar size to Earth?
It's smaller, much smaller.
Much smaller. Damn. Alright.
But it's denser, so gravity's the same.
What, how much smaller? Approximately. Factor of 2, factor of 3.
I
don't
don't know.
Okay.
You could use the map. Assume. Well, I shouldn't give that away. I don't know. It's much smaller.
Yeah, I was only asking for technically we could determine that with math, because I was
Yeah.
gonna use it. I was gonna calculate the horizon line to see. Oh, if we're going on our way to Sandsman, we can see if there's smoke billowing from it from afar. But we need to know the horizon line for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar enough. I
Don't
don't want to
worry,
say
it's-
like how big it is or how much surface area or whatever, because there's maybe other places in Bose that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's let's just put it this way: if you were from the top of Mount Everest, which is approximately where you'd see smoke rising if an entire city was on fire, you could see it from about 330 kilometers away on Earth. It'd be about half that if it's a significantly smaller planet. So, don't worry. After a travel, we'll eventually see smoke and be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't teleport in. Maybe we should be a little more careful.
Yeah, you could probably see it from halfway away.
Alright.
It's like 125 miles. Or no, it's about 70 miles, 60 miles.
That's about 125 kilometers, you're right. Alright. Horizon lines. Math has once again saved the day. Anyway, we start traveling, I imagine.
Okay. Anything else we should do before we initiate plan? Cool.
No.
Plan's initiated.
The big twist is that Bose is actually flat.
Oh no.
If Bose is flat, that would make the horizon line thing totally irrelevant. We'd be able to see Sandswent from stem root.
That's why our map is a perfect square.
So traveling east in the Karifi lands is very pastoral, very pleasant. You don't run into any trouble. No Koi allegiance would cause any trouble here after the blow they were just dealt, right?
Capital.
You've got Dynamo and Piper with you in the wagon, which is kept in tip-top shape at all times. They are pleased with your unification. They ask for some more questions. You pass some idle time, and then it's the next day, and you become clouds and go to Sandswind.
That is
I'm
the
guessing.
plan.
I'm guessing they weren't going to bring any one to help them with the actual machine that we find.
Well, they did say you would need people for the actual machine finding part, but I suppose you would have been planning for doing sub stuff first?
Isn't that what we're going to need them for? Maybe I'm misremembering. Probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just we'll pun not intend wing it.
Okay. And let me change the song. In a moment.
Tone change.
Okay, fine. We'll do tone
Not
change.
yet.
Sandswent. A beautiful coastal, large town, small city, amongst hills and mountains as it descends to the beach. And as everyone knows, the city keeps going through the waves, through the shallows, through the shoals, to the sea floor, where more of the city lies, much more. You see shop stalls and carts and carriages. Most of the people here you see from above are fully or partly aquatic, fish and reptiles, waterfowl, cetaceans, lots of cetaceans, the odd squid. There's always a great line of sight to the bay, especially when you're above it, and the calm morning waters are sparkling in the sunlight. There's some big merchant vessels and some bigger war vessels a little farther offshore. And from your angle, you can see wavering in the wavering surface, colorful rooftops, blues and purples, and desaturated things even farther below, far, far beneath the surface. What draws your attention the most, though, is a memorial. Near the center of town, there's candles not currently lit because it's the morning, and a crowd of citizens gathering around a placard, and just all these gifts and roses and such. Clearly some tragedy occurred here. And you also notice everyone you see is armed.
Understandable.
They referenced a recent massacre at Sandswind, I think, a while back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of docks, a lot of boats, there's some shipyards, cranes, goods being lifted to and fro. Maybe some construction happening too, but you'd have to go closer to see.
What happened? At least there's not chaos, but something happened. Crim looks around if there's signs of prior strife.
I mean, we were told it, weren't we? By who told us that there was a massacre at Sandswan?
Someone wasn't someone inside the that fiery place.
Roll perception check,
Yeah,
Crim.
Crim wants to see if it's more recent.
Perception.
It's been a few days at this point.
The Sandswan slaughter.
Who's in the perception check?
From Sonia.
Emma?
Do you want to roll perception check to find signs of strife?
Oh, Personia. Unfortunately, Crim's not good at that.
I think
Let's
it was
find
when,
out.
it was when we were in like the desert city and we were talking to the folks there about what the Core Legion has been doing, and they're like, "Oh, there's a slaughter in Sandswan."
Yeah, still -1. 15.
Something like that, yeah, when after we came back from the elemental plane.
You don't see conventional evidence of large-scale warfare, like raised buildings or, oh, there's a catapult right outside or something like that. No, whatever happened here is more personal, smaller scale. Or the evidence has been wiped clean. You don't see anything.
I can't see any obvious signs of, conflict. I wonder if they already cleaned up. Let's just, respectfully, but why don't we take a look?
Yeah. Wade takes his cap, puts it over his chest.
Alex settles a little ways outside of town and reverts to his true form. His finger's already looking better.
Yeah, I've got like an extra pinky there.
And Turner has a
You-
decaying axolotl finger in his bag.
Don't worry, the slime probably keeps it nice and preserved.
You meander into town, a group of people amongst many other people. You don't get alarming looks of recognition, but your presence is noted.
Yeah, Crim just puts on his sign, just in case, so it doesn't alarm people.
Wade wanders around like a solemn person at a memorial, just trying to look for the monuments and such, and praying their phone doesn't blow up in their pocket.
You find little notes here and there with your veteran's eye of like, a mom and a kid and no father figure in sight, where this would be a normal full family activity, or a house for sale. Things like that are subtle. And again, more evidence. People here are prepared for conflict. People tend to have backpacks or large purses, weaponry, supplies. And you get to that memorial again. And indeed, victims of the Sandswan slaughter. There are some peculiarities about it, though. And I would ask for either investigation or perception for those inspecting the memorial.
I can do one. One sec.
I'll do investigation. The street smarts. Oh man. Oh, wait, I didn't use my resolve, and it's nearly the end of session. I'll use it now. Unless, is 20 enough?
25 perception.
Yeah, those are both successes.
Okay, never mind. No resolve.
How about you, Cashmere?
23.
Okay.
Middle.
You and Alex looking around, you feel eyes on your back as you're inspecting close. Like, people are looking at you. How did you know them? We haven't seen you around town, sort of looks.
Yeah, I imagine
And
they're
you
very
see,
on
like-
edge.
Yeah, that's the word. They're on edge. Like, are you going to mess with it? Why do you care? Sort of vibes. And Crim, as you're trying to put together what's weird about this memorial, you see, like, other places nearby in this plaza where things were set up and, like, tiles were displaced. Things are colored differently here as opposed to the other cobblestones. Like, things have been shifted around a lot. And you're able to determine that this memorial has seen a lot of vandalism and has been moved
Oh,
and it just
jeez.
keeps surviving, keeps getting replaced. This memorial is the newest one for the same tragedy that has been tried to be suppressed numerous times and has not been.
I'm gonna have a Cashmere motion to Crim to get closer to him.
Crim doesn't notice at first until he's done investigating, after which point his perception finally stops destroying him, and he goes closer to Cash. Although Crim then tries to think back. If this tragedy is something that is frequently messed with, Crim is trying to think back to historical records he had read of Sanswent during his trying to read about the world phase. Is there something that would potentially have become a memorial that then would be repurposed to be another memorial?
And while he's thinking that, Cashmere will motion for him to lean down closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, Crim will lean down.
And then Cashmere will pluck a flower from his horn. And
Crim
he
didn't
will...
feel it at first.
Have you used Resolve yet?
I have not.
Damn it. Okay.
Cashmere will take the flower and go place it at the memorial.
Oh my god. That is so fucking timely.
You can almost feel tension unwind from chests of the viewers around you, and some people begin to go about their business where they had stopped. Namo, I'm afraid I don't take your meaning.
Basically, you know how when Crim was dying and stuff, he was trying to read about as much as he could because he couldn't physically explore the world. So I'm basically trying to do a history check of what could be the... From his investigation, it is implied that this tragedy, this memorial, had multiple memorials over time. Crim is trying to figure out what would have been the source memorial. What's going on? Maybe deducing what's going on with that.
Okay, roll a history check then.
Okay.
History time.
21.
21. You can recall instances in history where some people wanted an event to be celebrated and remembered, and others wanted it to be forgotten. There were not multiple different events. It was all memorials to the same event that has been... Some people are trying to make it forget, and it's just not being forgotten, and so the same memorial keeps popping up.
Oh, okay. Does Crim know what that event was?
You can't think of... There's no big tragedies that have historically visited Sanswent until recently.
Okay. So, I remember reading about this. Apparently there is some kind of memorial here that's frequently disrupted and replaced and changed for something that some people don't want to be known. Although it looks like... I don't know. Something about this feels more recent and repurposed.
Yeah, we only heard about the slaughter here recently. I'm surprised, to be honest, the Legions hasn't come back and torn it down.
I think
Speaking
they
of that,
I think they have bigger fish to fry.
Quite
I
literally.
wonder, do you think one of you could ask about, like, if the Allegiance has been here or not?
Find me a date, I'll find you a ghost.
Right. Well, let's not use our time powers if we can help that.
Yeah, we want to be especially tight-lipped about those for the time being. Maybe we should find some lodging.
Fair enough, we can go around and ask the locals.
Well, I think what I'll do for now is I'll just stay here and, well, this place seems a little rough around the edges, and I have this new flower thing, so I'm just gonna stay here and give it a flower bed while you guys investigate, and I'll overhear some conversations. People kind of overlook you once you, just act like a guard dragon, so you do that.
Okay.
Here, let me help you. Let me help you, Crim. Do you have any blank canvases?
Oh, yeah, hang on. Crim always has a blank canvas for just such an occasion. He gives it for Turner to fill out.
All right. He writes on there, flowers free for offering, and he hangs it on Crim.
Oh, well, Crim appreciates this.
It is a tragedy that we have the means to save them, but only the important ones.
A minute passes when you're looking around which street to go down, and a towering sperm whale of a man approaches you, Crim. Slowly thud, thud, and may I have a flower?
Crim lowers his head silently for plucking.
Nice sign, little one. He laughs and takes the flower, and then goes and falls silent at the memorial.
And Wade will just try and scamper up solemnly again, hand on his chest, he'll step up next to him. Forgive me, sir. It is fine if you do not wish to speak, but you're a bit out of town, as they say, and what tragedy befell this place?
Surely there was no tragedy. Everything that has happened in Sense went is for the greater good, for those
Oh no.
who decide it to be. To say otherwise, he looks down at you, would be very dangerous.
I've learned firsthand that resistance is its own tragedy.
Now the question is that a threat or is that a friendly warning?
Alex is going to form a telepathic link with him and say over it, "I'm not going to overhear this."
He looks between you, drawing the dots between who's a member of your party.
Yeah.
Very well. Who are you? My name is Theodol.
Any luck? We're trying to put a stop to all this madness.
Not with the Allegiance?
Hell
Are
no.
you? It's a rumble that's got this musical up and down, whale song. Good. The Sense went slaughter, they call it, and so do we, because that's what it was. Give me one sec. We were some of the first to stand against the enforcers of the Allegiance due to our city's proximity to their base. We paid a price. They tried to change, repurpose which boats were being used for merchantry and pleasant pastimes, make them into vessels of war. The dockmasters, the shipyard guilds, they didn't like that. And tensions became violence, became espionage, became a struggle, and a full-out battle in the streets. We didn't win.
I wish I could say I didn't expect that, but that's more or less what I did expect.
They took many of our lives, but they gave us a fire that won't be put out. You think there's a lot of people in these streets now? This is a ghost town compared to what it used to be before those days. People are out with those in-concert people and mostly with, those mules. They're taking their revenge on behalf of all of us. Even if they control this town, they'll lose this war.
That's our goal
Without-
as well.
Yeah, without the. Oh wait, is that telepathy?
Yeah, just to
Yeah,
them.
because it's
Okay, just
personally.
making sure.
too risky to say this stuff out loud.
Yeah, understood.
Well, if there's any way we can help, most here are loyal to anyone but the Allegiance. So, say the
Then-
word.
There might be. We've heard rumors of a submersible vehicle here of some sort. We think if we can find it, it'll help us find a way to breach the Allegiance's defenses.
Yeah. You can't miss it if you're breaching any of the westernmost beaches. There's always protected beachland, of course, for people like me. Go to the Calum dock. It's probably the best place to see it. I don't know its ownership or the details of the project, but it's definitely meant to go underwater, I can tell you that.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Good luck, wherever you are.
Much appreciated. And keep that flame burning just a little bit longer. And meanwhile, Alex will kind of gesture to everybody else in the direction of the dock that was mentioned.
Okay.
Crim gets up. Crim stands up, not too suddenly, so as not to scare anyone that he was just a dragon suddenly stood up, even though he's small. He's kind of a chihuahua of dragons, really, when you think about it.
For the ones that bite.
He makes a few gestures toward the memorial and just starts growing a few flowers voluntarily, because he can also do that with the wand's basic powers, while everyone else is prepping to go. Then he leaves with the others.
Okay.
No one in this conflict need question whether they are heroes. Not at this point.
Well, I will share a screen cap of this map for your... Actually, I shouldn't do it. One of you guys should do it.
Please tell me it's the dock so we can actually have a fight on that map.
No, not again.
Well,
A screenshot
with
of this map.
Alex directing your attention and you wandering down that way, this is what you find.
Is this the same map that you used for first campaign?
No.
No.
Okay, that's I think what Beagle's alluding to.
I know what Bugle's looking for. He was looking for the one that was just a straight shot, single dock,
Oh,
horizontal that we walked through and nothing happened.
Oh, that one.
We were
I was
paranoid.
I was thinking of the one where those creatures came and attacked us and like almost killed
No.
Doc's character's grandfather.
Different.
Everyone, please roll a wisdom saving throw as you approach.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, I need to see the map too. Oh, I guess you said you weren't going to do that.
If
Oh, the map is
someone
on.
can share a screenshot, please.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because Tal has GM view, which will
Yeah.
reveal a few things accidentally.
I have a cloak of protection, so mine will be +1 from this. Yay!
Mine is 19. I rolled a 19.
Okay. I'll write that down.
Oof, mine's not good.
Nor is mine.
Oh fuck. Well, I guess we'll find out what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna use. No, yeah, I probably
Yeah.
shouldn't.
I would just say, as you approach, it's something very subtle, like
Yeah.
maybe someone's
Anyway,
scrying
free.
you or touching your mind or something like that, and you might feel like something weird in your head for a moment that you instinctively try to fight off.
3 on my end.
3. Okay.
Crim, can you see an eye orb anywhere? You have blind sight.
Only within 10 feet for what it's worth. And I don't think. No, I don't think blind sight works, but I think it needs to be true sight for seeing that.
Gotcha. And then we need to see invisibility.
A creature that can see invisible objects.
Never mind, Crim can see it.
All right, so Crim, start running around. We got to find that thing.
10 feet. Yeah. Okay. Well, nothing super discernible occurs.
Crim will heed Wade's advice. He will have his eye in the sky, so to speak, during this travel.
You know, you do see orbs of scrying or remote effect access points here and there along the seaside here. Not one like particularly in the epicenter of this dock area, but they're around. Sure, you can find them
Magical
every now and then.
surveillance. Okay, Crim will quietly say, yeah, about that. And like Wade follows Crim's gaze and he's looking at like all these spots and he can easily deduce, yeah, there's a lot of them.
We might need to, well, it's probably too late now.
Crim nervously waves at one.
It turns red. Just kidding.
Turner just like, just kind of like smacks him in the back of the head, like gently, obviously, but like.
It's like what you don't do when you see a security camera.
Yeah, he kind of like he points to Crim and says, "Do you really want to draw more attention? One of the hunted five." Whispers to that with a whisper.
Yeah, message. I know.
Message. Yeah.
Yeah, Crim kind of like shrinks down. Don't worry, I have to play him having -1 wisdom modifier now and then.
And don't worry, it's like shitty CCTV footage. They can't see a thing.
Can someone share that image in Foundry chat for?
Oh,
Snap,
right,
please?
I'll do that.
Okay. So you see this more industrial section of the otherwise protected beaches interspersed between these docks and stuff. This is clearly a shipyard of sorts. And you
Here you go,
see
Snap.
the submersible boat, whatever it is. It looks like the closest thing I could find is a barrel, but it's a lot more fancy and high-tech than that, obviously. And it's not
it was
quite
like fucking-
complete.
It looks like a submarine from fucking Donkey Kong.
Yeah. It's got ropes and planks attached to it. There's a few workers physically working on it and some scuttling all about. It doesn't seem like it's the height of activity, like, oh, prime project, every dock worker is here in this location. There's many components that are in place but have yet to be properly joined or welded. Like, the framework is there, but it's gonna hold water, literally.
Do you think we could help them with this? Looks like they're almost done. They just need some attachment work.
Perhaps. If we're under eyes on this, I might as well. Well, would you guys have time to like wait 10 minutes so I could do like a telepathy ritual on all of us?
Well, I mean,
Well-
10 minutes, they'll probably notice us by then, but...
Let's go.
All right.
Oh,
Wait,
that'll
wait.
be
Let's
suspicious too.
wait. Let's go back to the wagon. I think we should. I have some. I'd probably be able to do something with this, but I think Dynamo or Piper might be a bit more use. Maybe
Oh,
we can have
yeah.
them take one of them.
If we have more than one brouhaha with us...
Sounds good. Works for me.
and you can cast it at the wagon.
All right. We can save
Guess you
discussion
leave?
for that.
I'm sorry.
All of you?
We briefly leave to get Piper and Dynamo, cast telepathy, and then return.
The ritual, yeah.
As long as we're out and doing rituals, I'll go ahead and set up water breathing on everybody, just in case.
Okay.
Okay. So Dynamo and Piper, they follow, but they would say, hey, we're not meant for life and death decision making and mortal combat. We'll stay in the back and be very cautious, but we can be present if you need us.
Oh,
Don't worry,
this is just
this is
convincing them that we're good guys, you know?
I promise you that if anything breaks out, I will get you out of there.
Okay.
More combat. It's just street fighting. You'll be fine.
I mean, it doesn't seem like they're...
Well done.
doesn't seem like they're gonna just attack us. Well, then again, the fact that there's all these surveillance things just floating around... Oh, I think we're getting into something big again, aren't we?
Okay. If, perhaps
Guardian
just
also.
one of you two come, so that way it'll be easier to vortex you away if I need to.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just modify this. Crim nervously starts scribbling down on one of his message boards. We are peaceful. And he puts it on his neck.
That is so fucking suspicious.
There's Dimer and Piper.
Crim,
Don't
put
worry,
it away.
Crim has -1 wisdom. To him, it's brilliant.
Crim, put it away.
Oh.
Yeah.
How else are we gonna tell them?
His next sign is "Be not afraid."
Okay, so you can see you can do telepathic things. You can choose to breathe water if you wish, and you see this activity. There's no uniforms. People look like they're just manual laborers, and there's no urgency.
All right, so, guys, are we hijacking this thing?
No, I'm gonna ask first.
We need to
To
find the
assess
person
what
in
kind of-
charge.
assess what kind of condition it's in.
Besides, it's not even done. Look.
Watch your words when you're asking.
All right, well,
We
let's
should
go
probably
find a
ask for
person in
who's in
charge.
Wow, goddammit.
I'm in charge. The Commandeer's vessel. All right.
I'm the captain now.
How do you try and find whoever's in charge?
Look for someone who's on break. Ask them.
You know, Cashmere and Casual both start with the same 3 letters, so why don't you go and be casual?
Oh, me? Sure. Or, yeah, you know what? I have an idea. Sure.
After all, this entire thing was your idea.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Anyways,
Someone punches a guy.
Cashmere will, with his hands in his pockets, will just jaunt right over to the work site and look for one of the workers there. It's like the first one he sees, doesn't matter.
Okay, you bump into a pair of dolphins who are chatting amiably to each other as they lift some crates and look for supplies in them.
Yeah, he hails them like, "Hey, I'm looking for the boss. Kind of late today, I know, but starting new today, you know."
Oh, you're on this job, friend? Haven't seen you. You a temporary worker or what?
Yeah, I'm temporary. They called me in. You know how
Yeah.
it goes.
Well, he's not the brains behind it, but talk to Beckon. He's the pourpoise over there. Pourpoises. And they kind of like do a high five fin slap to each other as they share a private joke. And they point to
Wow.
someone across the way, who is indeed a pourpoise looking over some papers.
What? What is he? What is that?
Porpoise.
Oh, right, porpoise.
Like
they're
a
like
dolphin or a
dolphins.
whale?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Cashmere will be like, "Yeah, thanks. I'll go talk to him now," and he will.
Don't worry, they
Head
said
right
that
over.
joke on porpoise.
Just for the halibut.
God damn it.
Okay, you approach the porpoise fellow who, as is seemed to be the style of this city, is dressed minimally, and the stuff that they are dressed in is very aqua dynamic, like he's just ready to go swimming at any moment's notice. He looks up at you, seems to not recognize you, looks back to the papers, expecting you to walk by.
Cashmere will knock on his, like, I'm assuming he's like near like a table or something. He's gonna like knock
Yeah.
on it.
Yes. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm here to work.
Are you contracted yet?
Oh, I'm the paperwork. I'm bad with the paperwork. It's somebody called me in, and you know I'm a little late. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. If you're well-bodied, we can see what you can do today, and then tomorrow morning at the huddle we can do the paperwork We could mostly do it for you. Just need your name and all that, of course.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Hey, so how much progress have we got going on so far? Like, what's the big agenda right now?
Oh, we're about 80%, and then there'll have to be some tests and all the standard procedures that are within the protocols of Sense once we're at 100%. We're making pretty good progress. You jumped in past the hardest parts, so good timing.
Oh, nice.
I'm Beckon, by the way. What's your name?
Oh, call me Cash.
Cash. That's peculiar. Is it short for something?
No.
Oh fuck.
Huh.
Oh.
I've just heard of... Must be coincidence. All right. Well, Cash...
Clearly just comes in. When
Can I-
he
can I-
says his name was Cash. He was suspected.
I need to do
20
an
wizards
insight on
appear.
this guy.
Sure.
Can I do yeah, alright.
We need to start using more
Uh,
nicknames.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like,
Don't worry, this will. I mean, first of all, Crim has 0 shot, so I don't have to worry about that. But
I had to use
okay,
Resolve.
never-
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. He is definitely tenser now after you declared your name. There's obvious recognition. But you don't think it's motivated by like fear, like, oh, I don't like hearing that name, not like oh man, we got him, boys. Let's call in the strikes people.
Oh, so it's more like that name brings trouble to us.
Yeah.
Not necessarily we hate them. It's more
Yeah.
if you're here, that might mean that the allegiance
Yeah.
is also going to be here soon.
And it'd be great if there's like a running gag of like those guys on the train who are following us. They keep trying to follow us, we keep escaping them. We keep seeing them as we escape.
I
That'd be a good gag.
think realizing this, Cashmere will put a hand on his shoulder, or at least he'll try to, because he's probably pretty big. He's gonna
Yeah.
talk in a lower voice, like, "Hey, look, I'm not here to cause trouble. Okay."
Are you him? We just share a name. Because we know all about Allegiance activities here. Who they're after.
If I
Cash,
told you I
are you having a personal moment with him right now? Am I supposed to be watching this? Because Crim's kind of
Okay.
peering over the wall right now, kind of staring from that spot, that angle.
personal moment, I like that. Cashmere doesn't answer. He's just like lowers his voice and he says, "And what if I was him?"
Well, then you'd be able to help a lot with this project very quickly, and I'm happy to have you, and we'll leave it at that. Does that work?
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Crim averts his eyes, his scales turn pink.
I've always wondered. Cashmere a good kisser. Just kidding. Alright. Right. He says, alright, well, go report to that trouble-causing... Oops, I shouldn't click that.
Oh no! Tone accident shift.
So soon!
Accidental tone shift. Yeah. Go report to those dolphins. Yeah, they can give you some work to do. We'll get you a proper supervisor tomorrow. Any questions? Any information you need?
I'm crossing my fingers. Is there anything I should ask him first?
Not until we're all grouped up, really, so not really.
Yeah, I guess like ask if there's more openings.
Oh, yeah, good
Oh,
idea.
yeah. Are there any more openings? Some of my friends are just points, gestures to the hunted find, like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah. He blinks like, are you serious right now?
You know, we're all very good cosplayers.
Are you
Like
guys
I
visible?
said,
Crim is... As you know, Crim has a -1 in stealth, and he is currently watching the conversation.
Yeah, we're all waiting in our superhero poses, out of, like in a line out of frame. Just go hello.
Like I said, I'm not here to cause any trouble.
Okay, well, as I understand from the reports of various struggles on the news, it's all it is. The news is the struggle, you see, so we're aware of people who fit your descriptions and what happens around your activities. Wasn't there just the battle, the trenches? That was you! He says it quietly again.
How'd you get here so fast?
And you know what else? We stopped that. So, yeah.
Oh, and now you're just here looking for some honest work, helping with our project. Definitely nothing strange is gonna happen here. Oh my goodness. Do you want gold? Are we gonna be enslaved? What's happening here?
We're gonna be enslaved. Wow, the rumors about us are all over the place.
Cashmere holds up his hands. No, just your cooperation. That's all I need. It'll be okay.
If anything, we're gonna be the ones offering gold.
He like snorts and it comes out of his blowhole. All right, really, none of us want trouble. We're just honest. Honest work is what's happening here. One of the few things that isn't under strict surveillance by Allegiance. At least we don't think so. Not that would be a bad thing. We all love the Allegiance, making sure our work is done for the right purposes.
Oh yeah, I love the Allegiance too. They're my favorite.
He like his white skin turns pink. All right. Well, you've gotten your. I need to swim, and he just jumps off.
And Cashmere walks back to the group. Like, hey, I got us some opening.
Oh great, I was running out of prospects.
Cash, I think I saw that. I think I saw him blush. What did you do?
Oh,
Turner raises a brow.
I did what I do best. Gives him a wink.
You didn't ask to take him hunting, did you?
Nah. I don't swim.
Can we expect the Allegiance on our asses soon, or no?
I think he's gonna stay quiet.
Yeah, give us a summary and then we can figure out what to do next.
And as Crim summarizes and the party learns, they are now unofficially, gainfully employed as shipyard workers. We shall find out what happens next time.
Nice.
All right, Turner, how's your strength and constitution scores? Let's go.
Oh god, sorry, 1 second. Very, very loud. I don't know why it got suddenly super loud there, Tal, but it did. Anyway, I'm sorry, you're saying Nemo?
Yeah, Turner, you work in the shipyard now. How's your strength and con scores doing?
His con is pretty good, 14. His strength is 8. Can I borrow the belt?
Alright, lift these heavy barrels. Do it.
Okay, Turner summons Bigby's hand.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, it's a crane.
Yeah,
Or he summons a construct.
We're offline, right? Or...
We're still in stream.
I gotcha.
Yeah, we're using it for just like a couple minutes before I shut it off.
Good.
But yeah, I think
I got a Baldur's Gate spoil I'm waiting on.
I think I'm more of a supervisor than a.
Yeah, I can show you some good craning technique.
Alright, well, thank y'all for joining us at this another unusual time. I think we should be back to normal for the foreseeable future.
Yay.
Yay.
Y'all take
Okay.
care.
Well, goodbye.